Alright, you know the deal. They announced Monster Wilds expansion, so I'm gonna rewatch this trailer because I did see it during the Summer Games Fest, but I wasn't fully paying attention. I was playing a game during the time. Sip of morning coffee and let's go. This reminds me of kind of, sorry to pause in like for 6 seconds, but this area reminds me of, I forget what the map's name is called, but you fight Amatsu and GU on this map. This also gives heavy like Final Fantasy 14 concept art when you're loading between zones. It also reminds me of the other map from GU. Well, they're probably not from GU, but that's where I know them from. Uh, you're in like this. It's basically the same thing. You're in like a really high up mountain castle ruin area or something. You can fight Plesioth. I don't remember what the area is actually called. I was really disappointed. I was hoping they would show like Kurapeko or something here, but this is just like a mob. Well, it's kind of like what is it? The the hell the Remembras, the serpentine things. I thought this was gonna be like a new monster. So this is like the new mechanic is the burst gauntlet or whatever it's called. Also, I just realized that you guys probably can't hear the actual video, but it's fine. You don't need to actually hear what's going on. This kind of look reminds me of anyone seen High School DxD. Issei's Gauntlet, I guess. It's technically a dragon, but it's just like boost. That's what this reminds me of. I wonder what kind of implications this is gonna bring. Obviously, it's gonna be like charge. You can charge different things. So I wonder if they're gonna bring back that thing from Rise, where I think you could store your charge in the greatsword, and then you could come out and just TCS immediately. Also, story implication. Why are these? What the fuck are these things called? I know this is Anjanath, but the specific type of Anjanath is like the Wyverian Milk one or whatever. I forget what the actual name is. I thought that was ended with Tahine and like all the people who dress like onions. Okay, am I in the minority here? I'm not a fan of Kushala Daora. Of like the three monster or the three elder dragons that keep returning, those being Chameleos, Kushala Daora, and Teostra. I think I enjoy fighting Teostra the most. Kushala is just kind of annoying. I would have much rather seen Val Hazak come back because Val Hazak at least interacts with the environment and, you know, has that whole shtick going on with like a symbiotic relationship with the environment and itself. Kushala Daora doesn't really make sense to show up in the fucking desert of all places. And it's called Ascendance. I get why they call it that, because obviously you're ascending to fight in the sky, and I think there's going to be a very heavy Elder Dragon expansion. So we're ascending the creatures we can fight as well as ascending our limits with the booster gauntlet thing. So I knew what this was. I knew what Lao Sheng Long is, but I've never fought Lao Sheng Long. uh, Overall, I was kind of disappointed by this trail because like we only really got one new monster. I thought they were gonna show us some other stuff. Like, think about it. Like we got the bird thing that like screamed, and that was it. We've seen the Wyverian Milk Rathlos. We've seen the Wyverian Milk Anjanath. We've seen the Wyverian Milk Odogaron. We know what fucking Kushala is. Like, you can technically say it's new to Wilds, but I've been fighting this motherfucker for a decade plus. And then Lao Shan Long, which is, I think, from Monster Hunter 2? I was kind of hoping they would show, like, either more returning monsters outside of the two Elder Dragons. Like, I was hoping to see, I don't know, fucking Agnactor or something, or Giganox, or Kurapeka, or something like that. Or Golbul, God forbid. But, I really hoped the expansion was going to be called Depths. I made a video like a year and a half ago or something where I was like, "Is this what the expansion is going to be?" I think that would have been so much cool. I was on the right track with the elevation thing. I just didn't understand they were going up instead of down. But yeah, I really hope they have more, like, obviously they're gonna have more trailers and showcases and stuff, but I hope they reveal more about that. But like the stuff I don't want to show back up is, I don't know, probably just like the quote unquote boring mod. I know it's probably somebody's favorite monster, but I don't think we need Radobon or Uragon. Like, they're okay to fight, but like I've never been like, oh hell yeah, let's fight an Uragon. I don't think we need Kazu. I know there's that like screenshot of Kazu being on the belt of a hunter in like a plushie form or whatever. Stop. Just give us Giganox back. I think Giganox is so much cooler. I also want to see more, like, I was gonna say underwater stuff, but I don't think that's happening, unfortunately. That's depressing. Although this is 2027, so I have no idea when this is coming out. I don't know if it's late or early or whatever. I do know the new creative director, or I think it's creative director. The new director for the expansion is the guy who's been with the series since Portable Third, and they worked on Generations Ultimate, Iceborne, Portable Third, and I think Double Cross. I know there's one other one, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, okay, that was my quote unquote soft reaction to the thing I kind of paid attention to yesterday. Let me know what you guys thought, what you expect from this expansion, and I'll see you guys next time.